There is a great emphasis on both spiritual cleanliness and both physical cleanliness. So the question, spiritual cleanliness versus physical cleanliness, which one is important? Both of them are essential. Both of them are key aspects of ordinary. None is valued above the other. Both of them works hand in hand. You cannot be spiritually clean and physically dirty. You cannot be physically dirty and spiritually clean and you feel that you're going to be accepted or that your words are going to carry weight. You have to be spiritually clean and you also have to be physically clean. Now let's look at spiritual cleanliness within the context of ordinary. Now when we talk about spiritual cleanliness, we'll, we'll talk about diverse rituals that we have that are dedicated towards the cleaning of one's spiritual self. An example of that ritual is what we call Iwu-Uchu or Isa-Uchu. We also have a kind of ritual that they do. Maybe you've done the Eroro Miri ritual. At the end of the Eroro Miri, you're expected to also have a spiritual bath within that river or that water that you've done that ritual. So it is also an instance or a ritual that we use to clean off ourselves of negative energies like Oraku, like Ocho, like Akalogili, and the rest of aspects, different diverse levels of energies that we regard as negative. We use this ritual to spiritually cleanse our aura. Now you can ask yourself, why are we participating in this cleansing ritual? What activities or actions would one commit, and it's be presumed that they have polluted themselves, they've committed an abomination, and they have polluted themselves. We have cases of prostitution, we have cases of womanizing, we have cases of adultery, we have cases of drunkenness, we have cases of neglecting one's spiritual call, we have cases of neglecting or participating in the destruction of one's ancestral shrine, we have cases of involving in actions that violate Nsani or Nsobodo. Some of these actions include the killing and eating of a python, no, sacred animal, or other actions that go against the dictates of the communal laws. In ordinary, in our various community, we have different kinds of moral laws. In Newe, Nobi, Idemili, we have this sacred animal that we do not kill. We don't even consume them. Which in another community like Ebonyabakiliki, that's not a problem for them. But in the Newe, in these regions that I mentioned earlier, it is a big deal for them. So when you go into a community that does not eat or kill eke and you consume it, you're committing nsani, aro, and you also have to clean yourself. You have to cleanse yourself of that abomination, especially if you're indigene of these communities. In every other communities, they have their own set of moral and communal laws. So anytime you go contrary to what those moral laws or communal laws say, you are doing what? You're going to be afflicted with this otro, which would now require a sort of spiritual cleansing to clean off that abomination that you have committed. So this is an example of spiritual cleanliness. And the reason why spiritual cleanliness is very important to us is that if you are spiritually polluted, you will not have the privilege to be in alignment with your ancestral spirits, with your chi, with your ndichi, with your water spirits, with your ikenga, with every single spiritual element that make you who you are. You are going to be misaligned from them and you will not have a proper communication or alignments with them, which would now create series and series of problems that we regard as unfeke. They would begin to deal with you because you're spiritually unclean. Now, when you carry out rituals that are going to clean your essence, that are going to clean your aura, you become aligned with your spiritual spirits and ancestors. Now, the second one here is physical cleanliness. Did our ancestors practice physical cleanliness? Now, before the practice of ecology or a is done, especially very early in the morning, because you know that before colonialism, before the church, our ancestors, what they did was every morning they would wake up and everybody would gather before the Obi. And once they've gotten to the Obi, they will begin to do what? To practice ecology. They will start to pray to the ancestors using Oji. Now, before they do this, what are the rituals they will do before they will start their ecology? First of all, they don't just wake up and start performing ecology. They will do what? They would wash their face, clean their mouth, clean their eyes, clean their hands before they pick up the Oji or before they pick up the ogwoji or the nzu or every items that they want to use to perform a golfer. That's the first thing that they will do. So you see that they are practicing a level of physical cleanliness before they begin to communicate or talk to their ancestors. This ritual I just mentioned is called Isa-Uchu or Oraku. Cleanliness that they also practice is the removal of firewood ash and Ntwara. Now, Ntwara is, in those days, our ancestors usually used firewood to cook. They were not using our gas cylinders or they were using firewood to cook. Now, in the morning, the first thing they do is to remove the ash from the previous day. This is what they call untora, the ash from the previous day. They would remove it first of all. Then after removing it, they would now start cooking with a new firewood that is going to produce another form of ash. To them, if they don't remove this untora, it can afflict them with, it's going to remove all this, it's going to cause some sort of a physical illness. They're going to have spores all over their mouths. So they are going to also remove it. Now, when it comes to the ritual of Iroru Miri, back in the day, the ancestors, at least they have a certain day, a certain market day, when the women are going to gather and move down to the stream and clean up those environments. Currently, we no longer do them. We no longer have women or people that go down to those rivers to clean them up. So we see people piling up dirt around those waterbed areas. So we have different kinds of physical rituals or physical activities our ancestors performed that help them to clean up themselves physically. And also, they believe that when they're physically clean, that they're also spiritually clean as well. So the question of which one is more important, both of them are essential. Both of them are key aspects of ordinary, key aspects of how we converse with our spiritual spirits, with our spiritual essence, how we converse with our cosmic families, our Ndimiri, Ndiotu, Dimiri, and the rest of them. So both of them are equally essential, and none is more important than the other. Now, until next time, have a wonderful day. Let us see.